Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. We've got 16 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Busy slate today. Starting with the Philadelphia Phillies versus the New York Yankees. Phillies opening up as road favorites at minus 240. I'm sorry, at minus 120. Yankees plus 100 with the over/under at 9.5. Phillies coming into this matchup 59-44. The Yankees 56-47. Pitching for the Phillies is Ranger Suarez with an ERA of 2.45. Pitching for the Yankees is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 5.64. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He has given up 8 runs in his last 3 starts. Stroman, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. He has given up 6 runs in his last 3 starts. The Phillies beating the Yankees yesterday 12-5. Yankees have dropped 2 in a row here. The Phillies just 1-4 against the Yankees. They've actually been pretty bad against the Yankees, so that was a big win on the road for them. The Yankees, the overs hit in 4 of their last 5 against Philly. Yeah, just a bad game from the Yankees yesterday. Stroman's been pretty decent his last couple games here, so I wouldn't let the ERA fool you. He's been playing much better here. Suarez has been solid, coming off a bad game, but he's been very good on the mound. I don't know. I'm intrigued with the Yankees. The underdogs today to open up the day. I think I'll take a shot with the Yankees plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we have a doubleheader between the Cleveland Guardians versus the Kansas City Royals. Royals opening up as home favorites at minus 115. The Guardians minus 105 with the over/under at 8.5. Cleveland coming into this matchup 51-50. The Royals 50-53. Let's see. Pitching for the Guardians is going to be Gavin Williams with an ERA at 3.54. Pitching for the Royals is Michael Wacha with an ERA at 3.62. Williams, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 11 strikeouts, only given up 4 runs in his last 3 starts. Wacha, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 1 strikeout. He has given up 6 runs in his last 3 starts. Let's see, Cleveland losing to Baltimore yesterday. The Royals are coming off a Cubs win. Cleveland 7-3 against the Royals, 4-2 on the road against the Royals here. We'll see how this doubleheader works. I don't know. Really still not sold on the Royals. They just haven't played well. They're 2-4 at home against Cleveland. Not the greatest doubleheader out there. No real value in this first game, so I think I'll take the Guardians on the road. Second matchup, we got game 2 between the Cleveland Guardians versus the Kansas City Royals. Royals opening up as home favorites at minus 135. The Guardians plus 115 with the over/under at 8. Guardians coming into this matchup 51-50. The Royals 50-53. Pitching for the Guardians is Tanner Beebe with an ERA of 4.19. Pitching for the Royals is Chris Bubik with an ERA of 2.45. Beebe, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He has given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts. Bubik, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. He's given up 6 runs in his last 3. Yeah, I normally just like to double down on the doubleheaders here. Actually getting underdog value in this game too. I'll take Guardians plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as home favorites at minus 195. Toronto plus 160 with the over/under at 7. Toronto coming into this matchup 62-42. Detroit 60-45. Pitching for Toronto is Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 4.01. Pitching for Detroit is Tariq Skubal with an ERA of 2.19. Gausman, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Skubal, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 11 strikeouts. Toronto, back-to-back pretty dominating wins against Detroit, beating them 6-2 yesterday. The struggles just continue for Detroit. They've lost 5 in a row, 1-9 in their last 10. I believe it's beyond that. I believe they're like 1-12, 1-13, something like that. It's a horrible stretch for Detroit. Their last win was with Skubal on the mound, beating the Rangers 2-1. So really, Skubal is probably their only hope. Toronto 4-2 against Detroit. They played them very well. Detroit 0-6 at home right now. I mean, they really only have the advantage with Tariq on the mound here. And I think this has got to be it for Detroit. They just play phenomenal when Skubal's pitching. So I think I'm going to buy in with Detroit here. I still don't hate Toronto. Probably a much lower scoring game. Maybe an under is a good play. But I think Detroit snaps out with Tariq because that's the only way they can really win during this bad stretch. So I'll take the Tigers at home. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Arizona opening up as road favorites at -135. The Pirates +115 with the over-under at 8.5. Arizona coming into this matchup 51-53. The Pirates 42-62. Pitching for Arizona is Merrill Kelly with an ERA at 3.32. Pitching for the Pirates is Andrew Heaney with an ERA of 5.03. Kelly, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He's given up 4 runs in his last 3 starts. Heaney, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 1 strikeout. He's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Arizona coming off a Pittsburgh win 1-0, shutting him out yesterday, ending their 3-game losing streak they were on. They are 5-1 on the road against Pittsburgh, 10-5 against Pitt. So they play Pitt pretty well. Heaney coming off some bad starts here. Kelly's been really good on the mound, and I think I'm going to take the D-backs on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Cincinnati Reds. Reds opening up as home favorites at -120. The Rays +100 with the over-under at 9. Rays coming into this matchup 53-51. The Reds 54-50. Pitching for the Rays is Ryan Pepois with an ERA at 3.66. Pitching for the Reds is Andrew Abbott with an ERA of 2.13. Pepois, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 8 strikeouts. He's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Abbott, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He's given up 7 runs in his last 3. Tampa, they've dropped back-to-back games, losing to the Reds yesterday 7-2. Reds on a 2-game winning streak. Tampa Bay 2-6 on the road against Cincinnati. Currently 0-5 on the road here. Bad little stretch on the road for them. Pepois coming off 2 bad starts here. Abbott coming off 2 solid starts, 8-1 on the mound. I think I'm going to take the Reds at home today. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -125. The Braves +105 with the over-under at 8.5. Braves coming into this matchup 44-58. The Rangers 54-50. Pitching for the Braves is Grant Holmes with an ERA of 3.81. Pitching for the Rangers is Kumar Rocker with an ERA of 5.66. Holmes, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. He's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Rocker, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He's given up 8 runs in his last 3. Atlanta on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a Rangers loss yesterday, 8-3. Rangers playing pretty good right now, 8-2 in their last 10. Atlanta just 7-13 against the Rangers. Rangers 8-1 at home, where they've been very good. Rocker coming off a really good start. Holmes gives up runs. I mean, hasn't been that great on the mound this season here. I like the way the Rangers are playing, and I'll take Texas at home. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -265. The Rockies +215 with the over-under at 9.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 27-76. Baltimore 45-58. Pitching for the Rockies is Antonio Senzatella with an ERA of 6.41. Pitching for Baltimore is Trevor Rogers with an ERA of 1.74. Senzatella, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He has given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Rogers, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He's given up 3 runs in his last 3. The Rockies beating Baltimore yesterday 6-5. They're on a little 3-game winning streak right now. Baltimore just 2-8 in their last 10. Been a real struggle for Baltimore. Colorado just 3-8 on the road here. I feel like this has got to be a Baltimore get back game with Rogers on the mound. Senzatella gives up a lot of runs. I like Baltimore at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Athletics versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at minus 205. The Athletics plus 170 with the over-under at 7.5. Athletics coming into this matchup 44-62. Houston 60-44. Pitching for the Athletics is Jacob Lopez with an ERA of 4.60. Pitching for the Astros is Hunter Brown with an ERA of 2.57. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He has given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Brown, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. He's given up 13 runs in his last 3. The A's, they've dominated the last 2 games, winning 15-3 yesterday. They've looked really good this series. 4-2 against Houston. Houston just 1-7 at home. Yeah, no real pitching advantage. Brown's been struggling these last few games. Yeah, I just couldn't imagine paying that high of a price tag for the Astros here, so I'll take the A's plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Chicago White Sox. Cubs opening up as road favorites at minus 190. The White Sox plus 160 with the over-under at 9. Cubs coming into this matchup 60-43. The White Sox 38-66. Pitching for the Cubs is Cade Horton with an ERA of 4.33. Pitching for the White Sox is Aaron Savale with an ERA of 4.76. Horton, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts, given up 4 runs in his last 3 starts. Savale, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's given up 9 runs in his last 3. And yeah, the White Sox dominating the Cubs yesterday 12-5. White Sox are playing very well, 7-3 in their last 10. They've been putting up a lot of runs here during this stretch. I think since All-Star break, they're like leading the league in runs. So yeah, they're hitting very well right now. Despite the Cubs were dominant again. They're 8-1 against the White Sox here, so that's their first loss against them. And White Sox are hitting very well here. We saw that yesterday. It was just a disappointing loss from the Cubs. I think you got to ride the hot hitting with the White Sox here. And I'll take the White Sox plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at minus 165. The Marlins plus 140 with the over-under at 8.5. Marlins coming into this matchup 49-53. The Brewers 61-42. Pitching for the Marlins is Jansen Junk with an ERA at 3.25. Pitching for the Brewers is Jose Quintana with an ERA at 3.49. Junk, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 1 strikeout. He's given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts. Quintana, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Miami, big win yesterday as an underdog, winning 5-1. They're on a little 3-game winning streak here. Yeah, kind of just a disappointing game from the Brewers. Miami, though, 4-2 on the road against the Brewers here. 8-4 against Milwaukee, where they've actually been very good head-to-head here. Brewers playing well. Yeah, this one's kind of tough here because Junk's coming off some good starts aside from his last one. I don't know. I'm still liking the Brewers here. Still like the way they're playing. Tough game yesterday. I think the Brewers take it back at home today. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at minus 235. Nationals plus 190 with the over-under at 8.5. Nationals coming into this matchup 41-62. The Twins 49-53. Pitching for the Nationals is Mitchell Parker with an ERA of 5.08. Pitching for the Twins is Joe Ryan with an ERA of 2.51. Parker, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Has given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts. Ryan, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 11 strikeouts. He's given up 4 runs in his last 3 starts. Nationals losing a close one yesterday to Minnesota, 1-0. They've gotten shut out in back-to-back games. Just 1-4 against Minnesota, 0-5 on the road. Parker hasn't been amazing on the mound. Ryan's been very good. Do we trust the Twins at home? I mean, as monster favorites at home, I just can't do it. Twins just aren't playing well. Not a team I would really trust as big favorites. Seems too risky. I'll take the Nationals plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we get the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at minus 145. Dodgers plus 120 with the over-under at 8.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 61-43. Boston 55-50. Pitching for the Dodgers is Clayton Kershaw with an ERA of 3.27. Pitching for Boston is Garrett Crochet with an ERA of 2.13. Kershaw, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Kershaw has given up 7 runs in his last 3 starts. Crochet, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. He's given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. The Dodgers beating Boston yesterday 5-2. They're on a 2-game winning streak. They are 5-0 against Boston here, where they've been pretty good. Boston 7-1 at home. I really do like the Dodgers as dogs. That's very intriguing for me. And I think I'm going to take LA plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 155. Padres plus 130 with the over-under at 9. Padres coming into this matchup 55-49. The Cardinals 54-51. Pitching for the Padres is Randy Vasquez with an ERA of 3.73. Pitching for the Cardinals is Matthew Laborator with an ERA of 3.95. Vasquez, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 0 strikeouts. He's given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts. Laborator, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 2 strikeouts. He's given up 8 runs in his last 3. Padres, they've dropped 4 in a row here, back-to-back losses to St. Louis, getting shut out yesterday 3-0. Yeah, they just haven't played well against St. Louis. 1-4 against St. Louis, 3-13 on the road against St. Louis here. I don't know. I just don't know if I trust the Padres. They've been a letdown this series, and I think I'll take the Cardinals at home. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at minus 120. The Mets plus 100 with the over-under at 7.5. Mets coming into this matchup 60-44. The Giants 54-50. Pitching for the Mets is David Peterson with an ERA of 3.05. Pitching for the Giants is Robbie Ray with an ERA of 2.92. Peterson, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts, given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Ray, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He has given up 8 runs in his last 3 starts. The Mets on a 5-game winning streak, beating the Giants yesterday 8-1. They're playing good during this stretch. Giants just 3-7 in their last 10. Been a struggle for them. 1-4 at home. Really like Peterson on the mound here, and I think I'm gonna take the Mets plus 1.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Los Angeles Angels. Seattle opening up as road favorites at minus 155. The Angels plus 130 with the over-under at 8.5. Seattle coming into this matchup 55-49. The Angels 50-54. Pitching for Seattle is George Kirby with an ERA of 4.65. Pitching for the Angels is Tyler Anderson with an ERA of 4.43. Kirby, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He's given up 8 runs in his last 2 starts here. Anderson has also given up 8 runs in his last 2. He's given up 11 in his last 3. Seattle losing to the Angels yesterday, 3-2. Not the greatest game on the board here. Seattle just 3-8 on the road against the Angels. Both pitchers give up plenty of runs here. So, yeah, I think Angels are good dogs today, and I'll take a shot with LA plus 1.5 at home. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.